Hey Collective and Soul Tribe, happy Thursday. It is Thursday, March the 5th. Just an FYI, they're doing some drilling in my apartment, so I do apologize if you guys can hear the drilling or you guys can hear the little sounds or whatever the case may be. It is out of my control, but guess what? Your girl is still going to post and do what she needs to do. That's not going to stop me. So if it does bother you, I do apologize. I wish I could stop it. I really wish I had the powers to just be like, hamdallah, hamdallah, and then it just, it vanishes. There's a reason why I'm not an X-Men or anybody who has powers, because I already know that the universe would be very disappointed. They know that I would abuse my powers in that sense. I mean, like, using your emotional intelligence is one thing, but having physical power where like you can, you know, change the weather or move a car, like especially if you have powers like Magneto and freaking what's his name, Xavier, okay? Literally, I can only imagine what the heck I would do if I had their powers, especially the Phoenix. I don't know what I would do if I had their powers, okay? I have fire, moon, energy, and listen, my energy can be impulsive, but thank God for my other placements that ground me, okay? Because if I didn't have those placements, I don't even know where I would be right now. I don't even know what I would be doing. I just know that I wouldn't be here, okay? Like, chaos would be my middle name, all right, guys? So some of you guys could be like this, where you guys are like, thank God I have certain placements in my chart, because as much as we say that, oh, astrology is not this, astrology is not that, not everything is about zodiac signs and blah, blah, blah. I get all of that, okay? Like, whatever. So that doesn't offend me, okay? Cool. Let's move on, right? But what I don't understand is, imagine having those powers, right? Being able to have those powers and basically being able to show up in an energy where you don't care. Like, you ever see like the villains in those movies and you wonder like, how are they able to get away with the things that they get away with, and how come I can't get away with that? That is very significant. Like, you could be someone where when it comes to like villains, when it comes to things like that, that could be very significant. And again, when it comes to like energy, like, again, like I said, I'm sensitive to energy. So even if somebody tries to like turn on a TV, play something, do something, like, once I hear a sound, my energy gets irritated so fast that it's because maybe the way I am. So like, I'm very quiet, or like if I'm working, that's different. I'm loud when I'm working, but if I'm not doing anything, usually I'm quiet. I have headphones on, things like that. Like, I'm minding my own business. And so some of you guys could be around people who try to bring like chaotic energy around you, where it's like, no matter what the energy may be, you always try to be peaceful and understanding about other people, but then you may understand that other people may not understand you. So money could be very significant too. Like, when it comes to like money matters too, there's something about your energy where your power, your strength, your intuition, whatever it is very significant. And also we have 1 week, okay? So like I said, when it comes to like your powers, there's something about you manifesting something for yourself or wanting more for yourself, okay? Money is very significant. There's something about 1 week when it comes to like being grounded. Okay, so like I said, you guys could have like this grounded energy about you. Okay, summer is also significant too when it comes to like vibrancy. So this could be your energy when it comes to like abundance, okay? Something to do with movement. So something to do with you guys being able to travel more. Okay, so there's something to do with money, like maybe you guys could be receiving more money or wealth, or something about you using your resources when it comes to movement or independence, okay? Straight hair could be very significant. So there's something about simplicity and receiving clarity at this time for some of you, okay? Moon energy as well. So you may have a Taurus moon. Okay, but Taurus moon energy could be very significant. There's something about your personal wants and needs, or there's something about your inner reflection, right? Now, something about your intuition, like I said, could be very significant when it comes to like the unconscious. And there's something about contracts. So there's something about you making an agreement before coming here, or there's something about a contract when it comes to opportunities. Now, whatever this is, this could be connected to Virgo energy as well. Like I said, the full moon could be very significant. Like, again, the full moon yesterday was in Virgo, and then it was in Virgo and Libra. So Virgo, Libra energy could be very significant when it comes to like receiving clarity about, a situation during that time period or that time frame. Today is also, the moon is in Libra, confirmation with the horn. The moon is in Libra energy as well when it comes to like the wine and gibbous moon. So when it comes to the wine and gibbous moon, there's something about you guys moving forward when it comes to this energy. Now, this is about luck, change, okay, blessings or opportunity, okay? Pisces energy could be very significant too when it comes to like your dreams and, you know, intuition, like I said. There's something about travel. So again, when it comes to cars, there's something about either you're traveling or making movement, or it's safe for you to travel when it comes to like you expanding. This could be your dreams and intuition. And also when it comes to swimming, there's something about flow, surrender. Okay, when it comes to your emotions, like I said, expansion, movement, taking adventure of this exploration type of energy. Dreams and inner knowing, so guidance when it comes to being in flow, surrendering to the divine, okay, when it comes to like your emotions and movement. There's something about growth. Either you're a teenager watching this video, or there's something about you growing because, again, maybe you guys were, you know, learning something new about yourself, and maybe as a teenager you weren't able to express those things or being able to do those things. It's like maybe you had an inner knowing about something, okay, a discovery about yourself when you were a teenager. And there's something about contracts as well. So even when it comes to contracts, there's something about releasing a contract with your teenage self and moving into this adult energy, okay? It may not resonate for everybody, but take what resonates with that message specifically. Okay, so let's see what else shows up. Yeah, so we have rest. Okay, there's something that about you pausing and resting. You guys could have awakened when it comes to balance. So when it comes to discovery and who you are, right? This moon cycle that literally just passed either awakened you because you guys were in this retreat type of energy where you guys were retreating in balance, rejuvenating type of thing. There's something about receiving enlightenment and also awareness about this. There's something about clarity, receiving clarity about this when it comes to your higher self. There's something about in the next 2 days that could be very significant too. And also you may have a Libra moon and a Virgo moon, but if this doesn't resonate like based on placements, there's something about change when it comes to the moon cycle. Yeah, Uranus energy. Okay, this could be about society. This could be about astrology. This could be about friendships, okay, humanity. But whatever this is about you moving forward when it comes to openness and adventure. And also, like I said, going with the flow when it comes to renewal, okay, being able to be like in this playful type of energy. Yeah, we have dark brown eyes, okay, dark eyes. We have yes for confirmation, okay, getting the green light when it comes to this awakening. Okay, so in the next 2 days is significant. We have March 7th. So March 7th could be very significant for somebody when it comes to like you being open-minded, or also when it comes to like you being a student, like student scholar type of energy, learning and, you know, taking that thing that you learned and, you know, sharing that knowledge. Also, truth seeking is very significant. There's something about change when it comes to you seeking the truth about a situation or just in general. Yeah, Aquarius energy and adult. So there's something about you moving forward when it comes to you detaching. This could be you detaching when it comes to people, places, and things. Learning that you guys are removing yourself from this teenage energy. If you guys have, you know, learned that you discovered a lot about yourself as a teenager and now you guys are an adult, there's something about moving into independence instead of being dependent. For some of you guys, that when it comes to Aquarius energy, some of you guys could be Aquarius or have Aquarius placements and be dealing with a teenager at this time who is transitioning into adulthood. For some of you, this could be about, you know, you being somebody who is very innovative and very futuristic. So there's something about also social media and teenagers, like maybe helping teenagers or young people, people of the youth in their 20s to 30s, that are very significant, because again, January 20th is very significant. So those who are from their 20s to 30s, there's something about helping people step into maturity, stepping into independence, and taking accountability as well. That's very significant. So take what resonates with that. That could be clarity and confirmation for some of you. Okay. But let's see. Yeah, Scorpio energy. There's something about transformations, okay? Endings and new beginnings. Venus energy when it comes to love and protection. So there's something about what you're attracting when it comes to love, relationships. Gifts could be very significant. Receiving gifts, okay? Being in this comforting energy or giving comfort or whatever the case is. You guys are starting a new beginning, okay? So take what resonates with that. That's confirmation. I want to see if I can get life path numbers, like because this is an extra life path kind of type of video, like when it comes to career and stuff like that. So I want to see what's going to show up in the energy when it comes to this. Ooh, we have life path number 4. So manager is very significant. Some of you guys could be managers, or you guys could be thinking about being a manager. Now, being a manager doesn't have to be like a 9 to 5 only. This is about taking control of your own life, okay? I always like to say that because, again, you know, taking leadership in your life is also significant. It doesn't have to be just about, you know, you being a manager, but management, being in a management position could be very significant, okay? Some of you guys could have awakened to that, okay? Entrepreneurship, yeah. We have cleansing. Some of you guys are cleansing your energy when it comes to this. So again, when it comes to your energy, being a manager or being around a lot of people, or, you know, managing a lot of things, there's something about you cleansing your energy and protecting your energy at this time. Lemongrass could be very significant too. Like some of you guys could be using lemongrass to try to, like, you know, cleanse your energy. I'm also picking up to, like, you know, somebody who does like smoothies and stuff like that. Booster juice, like those places could be very significant when it comes to like you guys getting smoothies and things like that. So there's something about cleansing energy, okay, or learning to cleanse your energy with certain herbs and spices and things like that, okay? So take what resonates with that. Okay, let me see if I can get maybe one card when it comes to your crystal. There we go. Yeah. Okay, same thing I said. Light green. Okay, so light green could be very significant. Also, when it comes to getting the green light, there's something about youth, potential, vitality, and health. Like I said, there's something about helping people when it comes to like being teenagers and transitioning into adulthood, or, you know, learning that maybe you guys are learning that if you guys are in your 30s, right, there's still feelings of traces of being a teenager, like your teenage-ish type of energy, but then stepping into adulthood and leaving that behind. So there's something about Saturn returns that could be very significant too. Like somebody could have went through their Saturn return, okay, and that could look different for basically everybody, okay? Everybody has a different path, but yeah, that could be very significant when it comes to being a manager, teaching people when it comes to like maybe people that are younger than you, or helping people who are younger than you when it comes to like, you know, their innovations or their goals and dreams. Even when it comes to like being a coach, that could be very significant. Like guys, some of you guys could be into coaching and things like that. Okay, so we have writer, okay, we have money market dealer, we have geologist, okay, so take what resonates with that. These could be careers that some of you guys could be into, okay. Art dealer wanted to show up as well, so some of you guys could be into art. We have lawyer, business consultant, okay, so that could be something that you guys are into, or this could be jobs in the past that you guys could have dealt with, or you guys could be thinking about. But whatever this energy is, this is a new beginning that you guys could be stepping into. Yeah, company director is very significant. There's something about a company director that could be reaching out to you because maybe they see that you have very good manager skills, okay, managerial type of, you know, skills or talents, okay. But being a company director could also be very significant too, and being a healer as well. So there's something about company directors hiring healers, okay. There's something about being a secretary as well. So maybe again your energy brings in a lot of healing no matter where you are, no matter what job you do. Maybe people are maybe starting to realize that about you as well when it comes to, you know, you as a person and how you show up. Okay, so let's see what else shows up as well. Like, there's not much to shuffle, but let's still shuffle it anyway. So 3rd house and 9th house when it comes to like local energy and global mind energy, okay? So when it comes to this energy, for some of you guys, like I said, manager and things like that, there's something about how you are locally, okay? When it comes to your 3rd house, this talks about, you know, siblings, peers, short distance, travel, things like that, right? And for 9th house, for some of you guys, this talks about travel, religion, higher education, culture, learning, etc. So Everyday communication and higher philosophy and travel could be very significant. This could be somebody's sign when it comes to being a manager. You know, maybe you're good at writing, maybe you're good at being your own secretary when it comes to like managing your own things. Okay, there's something about being a healer as well, but business is very significant, and also depending on how you communicate is also significant. There's something about you having like everyday communication, and then there's something about you being able to like have higher, education, meaning like you're able to like spiritually travel to different places, like connecting with different people from different walks of life. So that's confirmation for somebody as well when it comes to that. And then when it comes to asteroids, I wanted to see the energy and what you guys could be finding out when it comes to asteroids, what resonates with you. So we have Lilith. Okay, when it comes to Lilith, this talks about the black moon. Lilith does not have a planet. So black moon energy, when it comes to Scorpio and Aquarius energy, this is about shadow feminine, independence, sexuality, rebellion, and wild self. So there's something about maybe your teenage self when it comes to like being an adult, okay, maturity, responsibility, and taking accountability. Apollo when it comes to sun. So there's something about Leo, Sagittarius energy when it comes to art, light, prophecy, and truth. Okay, something to do with inner truth, okay, when it comes to like your awakening. Now, you guys could be connected to Apollo. You may have certain placements in there, depending on the house placement. Some of you may have your Lilith or your placements in Apollo in your 3rd or 9th house. Okay, Heket is very significant, okay, when it comes to Pluto and the moon. So Scorpio and Cancer energy when it comes to magic, crossroads, intuition, and also protection. Okay, something about you guys being protected, okay? Yeah, Pluto, okay, Nessus, okay, Pluto, Scorpio, this is about abusive cycles. So some of you guys are releasing and rejecting abusive cycles, karmic releases, shadow work, okay, generational healing is very significant, okay? And Pholos, I hope I'm saying that correctly, talks about in Sagittarius influence. So this planet, or sorry, this asteroid is influenced by Sagittarius energy. Okay, Sagittarius talks about being a catalyst, transformation when it comes to small events with big effects. Okay, so some of you guys could be tapping into certain placements like your midheaven, your Chiron, depending on your placements and things like that. Neptune energy. Okay, Saturn. Those kind of placements, right? So that could be confirmation for some of you guys when it comes to the energy and what's happening. Now, when it comes to minding your business and not trying to be nosy, that could be very significant. Like you guys could be in situations where you may need more privacy because there could be something about people's energies being very nosy or trying to figure out what your next move is or what you're trying to do. There's a reason why you're being hidden by certain people, places, and things. And there's a reason why your focus right now is not on certain people when it comes to like communication or dealing with certain things. Right now, your guys' energy is being protected because even the universe can see that there's just certain things that are not meant for you. Okay, like you're not supposed to be in that energy. And even if you are in that energy, there's something about you trying to get out of that energy and, move your body or move, right? So again, when it comes to vehicles and also like pausing, there's something about like movement, you pausing certain connections or you balancing yourself when it comes to like going within, rejuvenating yourself. And then also when it comes to like being a teenager, there's something about cutting off and letting go certain connections as you get older into your adulthood, right? Seeing things for what it is, whether this is an old job, whether this is a home, whether this is a family member, a friend, whatever it is, a business connection, a romantic connection, whatever it is, right? There's something about taking initiative and learning that it's okay for you to cut people off, like that don't serve your purpose, like they don't serve you, meaning like you guys may not resonate anymore. And I get there's some people out there that get upset because say you cut them off and they want like an explanation, they want a reason, why did you cut them off? And it's like, well, sometimes you can tell somebody something over and over again and they may not listen. So it's almost like, why beat a dead horse, right? So you would rather just cut the person off than to waste your time and energy. 1919 on the timer, okay, is talking about, completion of self and Phoenix energy. You would rather learn your lesson once then go through that cycle over and over and over again. And that could be some of you guys when it comes to, you know, burning things down to the ground, okay? Like literally burning things down to the ground, that fire energy, right? That inner knowing that if I burn this down to the ground and I can't build it back up, oh well. You know, I would rather start fresh or start new. I would rather start over than to, you know, start in an energy of either lack or in an energy of feeling like, you know, my energy needs somebody when all I need is myself, right? And I know it sounds selfish where, you know, people can cut people off and they want, you know, an explanation, but I'm sorry, sometimes people are aware about what they do. You can tell when somebody does something and it was innocently done and they understand that what they did was wrong and then they kind of learn from that. And then you can also understand when somebody does something and you're saying to them, hey, can you stop that? Or, hey, don't do that. Or, can you respect my boundaries? Or, can you do this? And it's almost like the person is like, they're not coherent. You know, like they don't understand. They don't hear what you're saying. It's like you can be speaking all these things and still not be heard, right? So again, when it comes to transformations, this is about taking small leaps of faith and those small leaps of faith turning into bigger leaps of faith as well. Okay, when it comes to like abundance and what you attract. So snow could be very significant. There's something about the weather. This could be snow happening around you, or there's something about cold energy, cold weather. Someone may think that you're very cold and, you know, you really don't care because, again, like I said, again, you guys could be protecting your energy. If you're somebody who's always giving your energy to people that always take from you, but then they don't give you anything in return, like, and I don't mean money. I mean, like, you can be giving your energy to somebody and it be a waste of time because what you're giving them is knowledge, information, skills, talents, that kind of stuff. Some people don't want that. They want monetary things. They want money. They want material. They want to know, what can you give to me? Right? They want to know if, can you afford me? Meaning, if I want something, are you going to buy it for me? Like, you know, and if you don't buy this for me, then I don't like you because you didn't buy it for me. Or because you don't talk to me anymore, I don't like you because of this. It's like, I really wish that when it comes to the collective's energy, I'm not saying you guys, but I really wished people would understand your energy. Like, I understand your energy because of the way I am, but I wish other people would understand your energy, that if somebody goes within, sometimes it's not about you. Sometimes somebody's going through some real deep shit. Excuse my language. Some people are dealing with real things, and sometimes going within is a way for them to balance their energy. Sometimes it doesn't have to do with anything to do with you, right? That's why I say a lot of people project a lot of insecurities or a lot of things onto the collective, because while you're minding your business trying to think about your next move or trying to think about your next project, you literally have people projecting their energy onto you where it's like, oh, the collective doesn't talk to me. They stopped talking to me. They did this. They did that. Oh, collective. Oh, collective. Collective this. Collective. Like, it's just this energy of feeling like you're just literally in your own bubble, like rainbows and lollipops and sunshines and rainbows. And you literally have people projecting. So take what resonates with that. Okay, we have star energy as well when it comes to protection. So there's something about you being protected at this time when it comes to like detachment. Okay, following your own bliss, following your beacon is very significant. Okay, we also have Pisces energy, we have Virgo energy, and then we also have Aquarius energy as well when it comes to inner knowing. This is about intuition, grounding. Okay, when it comes to like details. Okay, seeing things between the lines. So being detail oriented. Okay, when it comes to business. There's something about innovations as well, helping people as well when it comes to creating new innovations or new inventions are very significant. Okay, we also have initials T. Okay, we have initials T, we have initials H, we have initials A. Okay, we also have initials K. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Okay, we also have initials M, and then we also have initials U. Okay, so there's something about humming, like HUM. Somebody may like to hum. Okay, that could be also confirmation when it comes to like, you know, healing yourself, when it comes to healing energy, sound energy, throat chakra energy. Humming is very significant when it comes to you balancing yourself. Okay, so take what resonates with that. Even when it comes to, I was going to say, like Tam, Okay, someone's name could be Tammy for short, but Tam, like Tam Tam. Okay, Tam, so Tam. Tam for short. Someone's name could be Tammy. Okay. Also, Matt, like Matt, could be very significant, like Matt, Matthew. Okay. Take what resonates. Also, math, like the math is not mathing when it comes to certain things. Take, yeah. Okay. So, somebody from the UK could be very significant. This is coming up heavily again. UK and math. There's something about the math is not mathing. Okay, mathematics. Okay, could be very significant when it comes to like putting two and two together. Okay, so even your lingo could be very significant, the way you speak. Okay, addition. Okay, adding things could be very significant. So there's something about your energy when it comes to like maybe adding something or subtracting. Okay, this could be subtracting, meaning protecting your energy, removing yourself from people, places, and things. And then adding when it comes to like you adding on to people's lives maybe, or adding on to, you know, your future. Or there's something also about when it comes to like multiplying. Okay, this could be like you multiplying your business or multiplying your energy and source and putting yourself out there. That could be very significant. But there is this energy that's showing up when it comes to, you know, something not making sense. Okay, like the math is not mathing when it comes to like certain things, certain situations, people, places, and things. And your intuition could be picking up on that, or you guys could be seeing certain things. Europe could be very significant. The UK could be very significant. Okay. But yeah, these could be your initials. Like I said, Matt could be very significant. Tammy could be very significant. Math is significant as well when it comes to like putting things together. Okay, like finding the equation to a situation as well. Just like how in math you have to find the equation, there's certain things in life that you may have to find the equation as well. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna end it here. Please take what resonates with you guys whenever you see this. Again, thank you guys for the love, the support that you guys have been giving and sharing. I appreciate that. And like I said, continue minding your business, continue focusing on yourself, continue doing what makes you feel happy. Don't allow anybody to stop you from your goals and your dreams per se, you know. And I always say this in my messages all the time, but it's true, you know. Whenever you're working on something that you like, you enjoy doing, or you desire, or you feel like you have a duty or like a responsibility to do, it makes such a difference in your energy and in your environment as well. Like, even if you guys are going through whatever you're going through, like being able to work on something that you enjoy makes such a difference, whether this is going to the gym, whether this is doing something like a new art project, whatever it is. So that is why when I say to you guys, always find something that makes you feel happy. Like, and I don't mean just being at home alone. Like, you guys could be going outside and doing things as well, like getting fresh air, going outside, getting some oxygen, you know, going for walks, whatever the case is. But whatever you're doing, it's allowing you to have movement in your energy, whether this is dancing, singing, whatever, right? So just know that whatever you're doing, like if something is not making sense right now, okay, when it comes to like equations not adding up, know that you guys will get the truth eventually, and know that things will show up eventually. Like I always say, everything in the dark comes to light. So whatever is hidden, know that it will always show up in the energy, or it will always shine when the time is right. Okay, like you guys will receive the clarity that you're supposed to each time the time is right, or the timing is necessary. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to leave it here. Please take what resonates with you whenever you see this. Again, thank you for supporting me on TikTok and YouTube. Anybody who's looking for closed captions can go on YouTube as well, because again, TikTok is a little bit funky and weird when it comes to closed captions. I don't like how it gets really laggy for some reason. So if you guys are looking for closed captions, definitely check it out on YouTube. I post on both of them. They're both the same videos, but like I said, you can save better, do certain things a lot more easier on YouTube rather than on TikTok. So take what resonates with that. And again, you guys can follow my website, www.mysteriouslyunique.ca. All right, guys. I post my blogs, I post moon cycles, I post different things. But if you guys want to book a reading and do that kind of stuff, then you guys can check that out as well. Okay, and for those who are looking for consultations and you're not sure, consultations, for anyone who needs like clarification, it's not a free reading. Okay, I don't really do free readings. I don't necessarily do that because, again, like I said, these readings that I'm doing already are technically free, so that's why I don't go out of my way and be like, hey, do you want a free reading? And I never will do that, just in case something like that shows up in your messages. I will not do that. So yeah, there's something about if you guys are looking for clarity about, you know, getting a consultation, it just means that you're able to sit down and kind of figure out what it is you guys want to talk about when you guys dive into a reading. Okay, so like say for example, you guys don't know what path you want to take, then at least I can sit down with you and say, okay, well, what is it that you want to do, and kind of break that down, you know, into simpler terms so that you guys can kind of figure out the bigger picture on your path and things like that, right? So anyways, like I said, please take what resonates with that. But again, it is a free consultation. That is just to allow you to figure out what it is that you want to do when it comes to booking a reading. So this could be about, you know, maybe you guys want to book about workplace or your personal life, or, you know, things like that when it comes to personal growth and all that good stuff, or career, like just understanding your placements in your chart more better. A lot of people may use AI, but AI is good and it's bad at the same time, because even like, I'll be honest with you, that's why I always bring this up in my readings, because it's no shade. I used to use ChatGPT like when I just first started doing readings, not because I was doing it for like readings like this. I was using it to get more clarity. Like I would go on ChatGPT and be like, hey, what is this? What does this mean? Blah, 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 blah. And then when I would do it, they would give me one reasoning, and I'm like, what the heck? That doesn't make any sense. So then I would go on Google and Google it myself, make my notes, compare my notes. And then when I realized that AI is obviously messing up more than what I'm finding online myself, then that's when I put two and two together and was like, all right, I'm done using this app. First of all, the fact that you have to tell it over, and this has been like months, maybe a year or two now, since I've done readings. Like, I think I haven't used AI like that since like last year, maybe, because I would ask it to make like a poster for me, because I didn't want to use Canva sometimes. So I would ask it, can you make a poster for me? And I'd have to correct it over and over again. And this was me, like, I was paying at one point too, because again, it's my business, right? I want my business to flourish. So I was paying it, making sure that, you know, it was doing things right, saving my files. And then I realized, like, this is a crock of nonsense. Like, this doesn't make sense. So even that with the math, not mathing, that could be significant. Like, you could be using certain technologies and it's not giving you answers, or it's not making sense, it's not clear. And there's people out there that could be using AI as well. Nothing's wrong with that. I'm not judging. But also, AI is not 100% either. And it's no hate or shade on technology. I love technology, but sometimes technology can be moving a little bit too fast, okay, when it comes to certain things. And even when it comes to trusting your own intuition, then a computer or information that's being inputted by a human as well. All right, guys, take what resonates with that. But yeah, this is about clarity and, you know, receiving clarity as well. So yeah, when it comes to that, I don't use those things no more. There's a reason why I tell you guys, don't use that. Stop using it. Follow your intuition, follow your guidance, follow your gut. Okay, because if you have to correct something over and over again and you're giving it the information, imagine. Like, imagine, you're better off just doing it yourself, even if it's not 100% or it's not perfect. Like, I may be into arts and stuff like that, but I may not be like somebody who, you know how some people are like into graphic designing and stuff like that? Like, I may not be into that. You know what I mean? So somebody who's into graphic designing is going to use Canva till its fullest potential, versus me, who's just trying to make a poster so that you guys are aware, like, hey, this has been posted, check it out, done. All right, so that could be significant too when it comes to using certain systems and trusting your inner knowing and your inner intuition as well when it comes to that. Okay, but definitely, you guys, continue minding your business, continue focusing on yourself. Like I said, there could be certain things that people could be trying to do, like I said, to get you back into your old space or back into your old energy. Don't allow them to do that. Just focus on you. Keep working on what you're working on, whether this is your goals, your dreams, or whatever, and know that things will change, you know, when the time is right. All right, guys? But yeah, I love you guys. I'll see you guys next time, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Thursday. This video is a little longer than I expected, but I hope it resonated with somebody watching this. All right, guys? I love you guys, and happy Thursday. All right, guys? Bye.